Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today it's time for a new video where I am looking for a new driver in Master and making a training plan for that new driver. But first, let's get going into the race standings of race 6. So far I have managed to score 6 points this season, which might be enough to retain. And I am a little bit gambling on the fact that it will be enough for the driver that I am picking for the rest of this season and the seasons coming up after that. Yeah, so far after 6 races it looks pretty safe, but that can change when the season goes onward. But should be fine, hopefully. Famous last words. And here he is, Damien Lapierre from France at 148 overall, with only 164 in stamina. But for most part of the season I will be training him on fitness to increase his stamina. And then at the end of the season he should be around 190. And he will be gaining some aggression from some bad results this season as well. And then he should be really nice. He has two favorite tracks, which are both next season. Race 2 at Ceres and race 14 and at Istanbul. Let's get going to driver training. It's time to train Damien on fitness. I would like to get stamina towards 190 this season, and yeah, training done. So let's get going to the driver training plan and see how Damien will be looking at the end of the season. For the driver training plan, I keep track of all the stat gains that my driver gets from racing and testing, beside from the training itself. Yeah, you can see I am mostly getting bad results this season, which results into aggression gains, and from testing, my driver gets 1 testing points for around 200 laps of testing, and I just make the gains green and some worse things in red, so I can easily see the results. And I'm using this basic data to plan forward my driver to see where he would be, or should I stop training my driver. I just need to update my Excel with the latest fitness training information, just entering in the stats. As you can see, stamina is already at 171, whilst I had planned it to be at 170. That's mainly due to the fact that my driver has gained some stamina due to testing, which I didn't consider it in my planning, but at the start of the season I have set it at 190, so basically it's in it, and just want to see if it's possible for me to extend the contract next season, or should I stop training a little bit earlier. And for next season, the aim should be to focus the training for race 2 with a favorite track, and doing the contract extension just before it, and training a sports psychologist to get some extra motivation, and then the driver should be as good as he can be for the favorite track, and hopefully it should give me a slight advantage to get a good result in race 2 with the favorite track, and get some early points in next season, assuming that I won't relegate this season. Yeah, I haven't done the contract extension just yet. I think I'm safe this season from relegation, so I don't really need to do it now. I think it's better off waiting just before the favorite track of the next season to do it. And take the full advantage of that, and yeah, just take planning, just to keep track of all the stat gains that your driver has during the season, from training, from testing, from racing, and to write them down. And with that knowledge you can plan out how your driver will be looking at a certain point, and decide if you need to stop training early in order to keep under the OA limit for another contract extension. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. That really helps the channel. Using some kind of Excel that is similar to this can really help you with planning out your driver, and knowing when your driver will be in your final contract season. For me, this driver should have his final contract extension after race 6 in season 87. And then I have 11 more races to prep him, to prepare him as much as possible for season 88. And then in season 88 I would have my promotion season with, or push season with this driver, and have lots of fun. Using it, you can determine how your driver will be looking at certain stages in the season, and using this you can really plan it out. And yes, for season 87 race 6, his driver overall should be 164.8, but that does include the 80 motivation. Hopefully I will be able to do the final contract extension, and then I am prepared. For this driver I will be training him on fitness, the first part of the journey, and then later, after the contract extension has been done, I will be switching to ninja training to increase his aggression to 80, and there he will be gaining some more concentration. And don't forget to check out this video as well. If you haven't, it is about hiring a driver in Master, and it's about my previous driver that I had in Master. It's a slight different driver to compare to the current driver from this video. It should be really interesting to see the difference and what I did different this time. And yes, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. See you soon for more. Goodbye.